PF2e. Lil Brunine Water Dance.
Hello? Hello, chat. It looks like I need to lower my jams a little. There we go. Hi. Thank you so much for the like and subscribe. Anaxum and Anime. How y'all doing? How's it been? Cooking done onions as afterwork therapy. Wow, eat these onions. Oops, I forgot to change the thing. Ooh. Let's see. The thing I forgot to change is this. Yeah. You're bold. Yeah. Giving this a good little peek. I feel like these guys turned out so good looking at them again. I might add a little bit more like sketch shading to some of them. The same way I have with Neiman. But I'm gonna worry about that last. I think we need to do the background first before I can do lighting. Just so I can kind of see where things are. In Silent Zone currently, but hi. Hi! Hi, Neo! Hope you're doing well. Especially after that big drive you had to do yesterday. Ooh. I've got my Gatorade. I've got my water bottle. I had a yogurt for breakfast. And Maxim said, I'm happy I dropped the extra cash so this can be cooked somewhat more. Yes. Yes. I think that's so epic and Puggies. But yeah, I woke up pretty late today. Otherwise, I probably would have been streaming a lot earlier. But I'm here. You know, that's what matters. Stretching my hands right now. I decided to keep the Yappo starters on the dash over there in the corner because they look really cute there. And I like them. I think the designs of them are cute. Just doing a little more stretching. And they do, they do! Stretching a little more. I'm actually a little bit like stiff and sore because I was actually, after the stream yesterday, oh, 1 second. Computer, turn on the light. Thank you. It was a little dark in here. Yesterday after the stream and stuff, I moved around a bunch of furniture. Like I moved my bed to the other side of the room. I moved some like tanks around. And now I have like way more floor space, which is great because I think I'm gonna start doing Ring Fit again. Just because, I mean, I like doing walks, but depending on the weather, depending on the heat, it might just be too much for my stupid little eczema body. So having something inside is pretty nice. Ooh. Yeah, I think a lineless background would be pretty cool with these four. It's technically 5 because they got the little fox too. I'm a big fan of little foxes. If y'all didn't know. It's like it's my name or something. Yum, 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 yum. Look at him. Hello, Mal. Big if true, little if fox. True. True. Hi, Cheetah. Yay, yay, yay. Let's see. I'm thinking... Let's group all these together. What is this? Oh, cute doodle. This is my refs. I don't need those anymore. Need to save the space. Do this, flatten it. That way we can hide and show them easily. And this is what I'll probably use for the shading. Little freaks in the corner. Yeah! Yeah, I got the little freaks on. I awaken. Nice. I can also do this, so I can see the background better. Okay, so I'm envisioning for this. I'm given... I can't believe the shiny is becoming the canon color for Tokeno. Look, I love the OG colors for Tokeno, but I wanted to use the PNGs from the group pictures for this. And I don't have this in standard coloration. I only have it in the shiny colors. So it's like the Tokeno that is like in the group. If you guys ever caught another Tokeno, that would go crazy. But those are supposed to be like, they're very, very, very rare. So probably not. On the bright side, RBG Tokeno. Yes, true. Okay, so I'm thinking for the background, it's like a starry landscape, and then there's all these like trees and stuff floating around, and all of them are kind of like decapitated and broken. I vaguely remember the ending of Shining Star. I think I was literally waking up like while it was happening. RGB starters, yes. Red, green, blue. But there was like, I don't know, failed universes or something, and then like y'all were making a successful one? Something like that. It was trees, and the tree was growing. Or something. Question mark. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go for like a nice bluish purple as a base. And then I'm just gonna go like general base color for the trees at first, and then we can tweak it as need be. Actually, before we do the green, we should do like a brown color. And this is gonna be for these sort of rocky platforms. I'm gonna put it underneath. What? What is this? Oh, this is the trees in the back. Okay, and this is the platform. Responsible for creating a new god. Oh! Okay, okay. Hiya, Sleepy Crow. How you doing? I guess sleepy, but other than that. How's it going? It's a wonderful new day. Yay, 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 yay. Yippee, yippee, yippee. Oops. Let me go like this. I'm just gonna like block all of this out, and then we'll do fine details. I do really enjoy doing lineless. Like for backgrounds, and also just like for art in general. It's like, it's satisfying to see these little like blocks start turning into something proper. I'm gonna check notes later. Okay. If there's any like fine details I should know about, let me know. Or if there's any major changes, obviously if I haven't like finished it yet, I can update it. But if I like finish the background and then there's like, oh no, there's a very crucial thing that's very different, I'm gonna be like, oh, dies. So we're just gonna go covering this up. Easy peasy. Even leaving some spots here for like where the grass didn't grow. It's like a grassy platform y'all are on, and then there's like the big tree behind you growing. This is the one that was successful. Yeah, and then we'll render this out properly there. Anything wacky going on with y'all's weeks? I've been, several days without my crab now. I'm quite sad, but I'm hanging in there. Different work schedule for the week due to prep. Oh. What do you do, if you don't mind me asking, with your work gig? Do you have a retail gig like me, or is it like something more, I don't know, office-y? Okay. We have those two as the front platform. Sort of retail, just not in the stores. Oh, like like shelf stocking-y kind of stuff. Prepping for something like a market we run. Oh, huh. That's neat. Yeah, my retail gig has been going pretty well so far. I got a new place I'm working at. It's like a local version of like a Whole Foods kind of thing. I'm working in the deli. So I get to make all sorts of yummy meals. I get to scoop up those meals for people when they want to get them from our little bar. I get to make like little sandwich and wrap like platters and like charcuterie boards. Plop! I have landed. Hi, Crackerock. How you doing? I want to have the big tree as its own set of layers, so I'm gonna group this. I'm gonna do like a pale color for the tree for the time being. This is like very vague blocking out we're doing right now. So I'm just like very roughly coloring this, and then we're gonna come back and refine. Right now, I just want to see the vague shapes. Hello, my friends. Yay! Starting batch and updating some logs. I wish you luck with batch and logs. I'm also kind of drawing logs, but like they're still attached to the rest of the tree. Isn't that epic? Just in time for me to finally be able to hear. Yippee! Yay! How you doing? How's it going, Neo? Something like this is what I want. Okay, then we'll use this default grass for now. Again, I'm like almost certainly gonna change the color. I'm probably gonna make this something a lot more like fantasy colored. But for now, it works. Love it when Neo can hear. Woo! Pretty good. More training stuff goes alright, but man, I am IEB. Yeah, that makes sense. Do you have to wake up like at butt o'clock for this training too, or is this I'm gonna make this like a darker teal color, or is it like you got to wake up at a reasonable time ish? Not at Boge level butt o'clock. Yeah, I mean that was immensely butt o'clock. That's like the most butt o'clock I've ever heard of someone having to wake up for a job. It's like a bakery job. Well, maybe a bakery job would be earlier, because they have to be, like, up at, like, fucking 3 or something, right? Ooh. Ooh! Okay, let's see. We'll, again, gonna come back and touch this up later. Alright, let's do the little guys in the back. Doo-doo-doo. Very vague. Vague color-ins. Something I have to, like, remind myself sometimes with my art, but also, like, with writing, too, is, like, sometimes it's nice to be, like, super fine detailed and, like, give every little detail of every little thing, all the specifics and stuff, right? But also, sometimes, like, the absence of detail, or, like, a more sort of vague shape, or concept helps a lot. Oh, you kept the babbies. I did! Well, they look cute as hell over there, don't they? They're so adorable. Puts a bumper sticker on my stream that says, ask me about my Oppo starters. Who do you pick? Honk once for, Nyatcher. Honk twice for Ulno. Honk 3 times for Tokeno. The more vague, the more mystery. Yeah, and sometimes it's nice to let the mind fill in the details too. It's like not everything has to be like hyper-realistic Bulbasaur or whatever. Sometimes things can be small. I'm gonna add a couple more of these little ones here. Like really, really small, distant, all like failed attempts at making a god, right? Okay. I'm gonna take a beat to just do the background. It's like spacey. I need space. Space. Spice! I have a galaxy brush. Honk once for Pyrus, twice for Pyrus, 3 times for Pyrus. Honk, honk, honk! Tokeno is fire, yes. Yes, Tokeno is fire. That is actually the shiny Tokeno. The default Tokeno is actually Tokay colors. The blue and the orange. Ah. Mel, you would go for cat, go for Nyatcher? How many honks for Bushibro? I think it's 1 long honk and then like a kickflip. Neo said, I'm bad at having reduced level of detail in my art. Yeah, it's something I feel like I struggle with too sometimes. But I feel like part of it for me is also like it's necessity. Because I'm drawing so much. Because now it's like a career thing. Right? Like, I'm making my way towards having this be a sustainable career. And if I was constantly putting my entire, I'm not saying that, into every piece I make, it would take me forever. And I need to be efficient with my time as much as I need to put hard work into my art. Hell yeah, you get jobby. Zero in on one part and lose the forest for the trees. Yeah. Full power, full strength. Yeah. There's other words than that. What do you mean? I didn't say what it was. I didn't say what it was. So I kind of want to have like this flowing shape of like a nebula. I don't know, like space clouds that kind of goes across. So we're just gonna kind of fill in some colors here and then blur them around. I think maybe this could be a little bluer. Maybe make it dark. And then I want like kind of a puffy cloud. Get that. There we go. Did I have plans for tomorrow's stream? I was almost thinking like, what if I just did a just chatting stream? Or we did like tier list or something tomorrow. Nia said, fortunately I'm really into 3D stuff where a lot of the details are already baked in. Yeah. I respect you for your 3D modeling skills. I do not have the patience to learn 3D modeling. It just, I don't know. Something about it I just cannot wrap my head around. And I don't know. I don't super feel an urge to learn. I'd rather just draw 2D and let the 3D artists kind of shimmer and shine and be like, wow, I have no idea how you did that, but great job. You know. I kind of like this. Okay. Maybe... I'm literally just kind of fucking around right now. You know your niche and that's dope. Yeah. Tier lists. What tier lists would you want me to do? Or what things could we do for a just chatting stream? Like, I literally don't know. I feel like, on one hand, I'm not used to just sitting around and chattering. But also, like, I mean, I've been practicing. That's what the streams are. Is me just talking, right? And then other things are happening too, I guess. Where's that smudge? Here? Yeah. This is fun. This is very easy and fun and just popping stuff down. Something Homestuck troll opinions by Yapos rivals. The Yapos content is so fun. Maybe you could have an open call for any stream partners available to pop in and give input. Oh, that does sound fun. I could do an evening stream tomorrow, and then like my friends could hop in and we can hang out on stream and just do like whatever. Maybe a little bit more here. Okay, and then stars wise, I have a star brush I like to use. Let's see. Ooh, what if instead of using my typical star brush, I use the scale brush? Nope. Okay, and then... No, looks too much like tracks. Let's go and get the actual star brush. Would an evening stream entail? I don't know. Watch the Star Wars original trilogy with the music boosted. That's like a farewell, I don't want to stream anymore type stream. Which I'm not gonna do. Could you imagine? Damn. Stream where I become Eva is not an impossibility, but I've actually been struggling with making the model for that. Okay, now that we have those... Just like some little... blurring some of that. What do we think? No, you had a plastic beach tier list. Oh, plastic beach. Becoming Eva streams is just the display streams. Yeah. Ooh. That's very interesting. Subtle. Okay, maybe like one more layer of darkness here. Almost trying to go with, yeah, something more in between. Ooh. It's like the opposite of darker, but it's fine. There we go! Dead Rota become Eva. Ah! Yeah, wait. Okay, I'm gonna take out a little notepad. So we can write down some of these. Plastic Beach individual songs tier list is actually kind of awesome and swaggy with it. I would like that. Okay, Plastic Beach tier list. I could do some Yapos rival tier lists. I don't think I'd want to make the whole stream be that, because it is specifically catering towards a very specific audience of, I think, what, like 10 to 12 people. But it's fun, and I want to do it. Oh, enjoy evening streams. I'll be fighting wizard, golems, and draw steel. Wait, not golems. Goonlums? What do you mean? No? They're goons and are golems. Okay. Palantir Kobold tier list. I don't know. Should I be playing favorites? Goonlums. Pensive. Oh man. I don't know about this one, guys. Okay, I am fairly satisfied with this background. I think that's pretty solid. Let's nab all of that. Now that we have that, we could start with the little guys and work our way up to the big one. I will totally not bribe. How many kobolds would there be to rate? It's been like a long time since we played any Palantir stuff. It's been like a couple of years. General Pokemon related tier list could be fun. True. I would need to find specific ones. Maybe like the games. Types. Maybe dragons. Yeah. Ranking all the dragon types in Pokemon. It sounds fun. Setting Yap streams for Palantir, the sci-fi setting it would have been. That would go crazy. The sci-fi setting would be crazy. Palantir Yap stream. I feel like I would like to do that. Palantir has been on my mind because we've had a nice long hiatus from it, and I will say by the end of Nights I was feeling pretty burnt out, so I needed some time. I feel like coming back to it, the first thing I would want to do is draw a group pick for the Nights from the end of the game. It was something that's been on my list for a long time. I just haven't had the spoons because group pictures are already very involved. And then when you add the fact that all of the characters have become very complex design-wise because of all of the shit we did to them, it becomes a little bit of a very big project. I wonder which dragons would be at the top. I mean, you know, of course the App line would be at the tippy top, but there's so many other really good dragons too. It'd be fun to see where I would end up putting them. I also feel like if I was doing a Halantar Yap session, I'd want to have some of the knights and also, of course, my crab. Because Crab's been the one running stuff most recently in it. The problem is... Oh, did Shining Star somewhat revive your Halantar interest? Somewhat. I would... Here's the thing that happened last time, too. When we were doing, like, full West March and we were running one-shots, like, all the time and stuff. That was, like, COVID era. Like, I felt very strongly about having one-shots and small mini-campaigns run during the COVID times. Because it's what helped keep, it helped keep a lot of us sane who were in that server at the time. It was very important to me. I think I can rekindle it fully at some point. Usually there needs to be like a full catalyst of some kind. It also doesn't help that I'm busy as fuck with Yapos. Like, Yapos is a full-time gig. That, and also, wait, there's also this. I do not like running short-form stuff that much. I'm not big on one-shots, because I feel really stressed about, like, the timing of it. But I cannot make space in my busy-ass shit sorry. In all of my chaos, I absolutely cannot run another big campaign right now. There's also the matter for Halantar that we wanted to get away from 5e as a system. I want something that's more pickup as West Marchy. Hi! Hey Justin! We're literally just talking about like Halantar and the Knights and stuff. How you doing? How you hanging in there? I hope work has been tolerable. Go. Yeah, PF2e is a bit unfriendly to newbies. Yeah, I don't want to do Pathfinder. I don't want to do 5e. I want something where someone can like this is the important part. It has to be something where someone can make a character quickly enough where like if they have like a couple hours before the one shot and they just want to like make something quick and easy, they could just pop something down. But also it has to be something where they can like advance, because we had the thing called side quest points, right? Our side quest points, whenever you would like go on missions and stuff for the brigade, you would get side quest points and then you would use that to level up, and then you'd have, you know, money you'd keep track of, little things you'd do. I would love to write a little system out like that, where like, one of the things I really enjoyed, because I would say it wasn't an accident. PBTA based systems are great for that. Hi, Goblin. Hi, Goblin Pink. You could try the epithet system, but that system's pretty GM intensive. I also don't want it to be something that I will spend 5 billion years preparing. I think what I want to do is when I get the itch to do some homebrew, I really liked in base Halantar when we were doing West March's stuff, the base building aspect. The base building aspect where the group would get funds, the knights would get funds, and then they'd pour it into building, you know, town squares where there could be a bunch of shops, and then other players would make shops on the square, right? Tricky thing with West March is that there'll be a ton of work on the gym no matter what. I mean, yeah, but if I template it out like we build a system like I did with the first West Marches we did, it's not too horrible. Okay, I want to leave it at that for those. Now I think we want to decide a color. I want them to stand out. How crunchy is Draw Steel? How crunchy is Draw Steel? Honestly, I am kind of like halfway tempted to just write my own simple system. I do love writing up mechanical stuff. But that shit would take forever. Maybe we want to do like a mousy green? We don't need that anymore. I don't know about that. It's a hit, low roll, mid roll, high roll, always happens system. Ah. Would love to help playtest considering I'm good at getting easily lost in character creation, said an Axum. Yeah. I'll let you know if that's something I end up doing. The main thing is time. The crunch is how can others' effects build into other characters. Yeah. Do we want this green? I want it to be like kind of ethereal. The trees are going to be white. I want white trees because they stand out like stars. And I think the leaves, honestly, being a yellow would be great. So, I like to try draw steel at some point, but from what I know, it is more combat focused overall. Yeah. That's another thing, is that, I mean, we definitely, amidst our big player base, we have like almost, what, 100 people in Halantar? There are obviously plenty of folks who do not participate or just lurk, which is fine. But I feel like a lot of people in our circle are generally very RP focused, and then there are some people who are like very, very much combat oriented, and I do love seeing people shine in both sort of, I guess, sides of that coin. Not like you have to choose one or the other to be good at, right? Let's go like a fucking annoying pink. What if we were like an obnoxious pink color for this, actually? What if, oops. What if we went crazy? What if, Crocker X said the biggest thing that they like in a system is making sure class features never feel like a wrong choice. I mean, yeah, that's super fair. Yeah. Crafting side is more like they do in PF2e or Cha-Cha. I like crafting. I do enjoy crafting. I don't want an excess of crafting. I like base building a lot. Glacial movements of daily rolls. Ugh. I don't think I'd want like a daily rolls kind of thing. I don't know. Kane RPG, Crab was working on something for that. It was... I don't know if that's something that's going to be happening anytime soon. This song's cute, whatever it is. So like, you get downtime, you can spend downtime to build something. I do like that, yes. Daily rules stuff. I mean, you know, I feel like, I mean, they could definitely be good, and like, for Cha-Cha in particular, right? You're very much managing each day by day as it goes, right? You're like, you can only do X number of things in a day. You can only train X number of moves, which is 1. X is 1. What if I just put this all in the same layer? What if we went apeshit? What if I... okay, the tree I'm gonna put on a different layer. This one got chopped. Yeah. I bought a system that has a lot of building up your base, but it was low fantasy. Oh, we need it to be high fantasy for sure. Blades in the Dark has systems. Blades in the Dark like systems have really nice base building type things. Yeah. Mel said, I don't think Draw Steel's crafting is good a lot. You will have time for crafting stuff by hand in West Marches, but I don't think it's good for managing a lot of people doing crafting in the background between West March events. Yeah, no. I would also like something kind of, I guess, almost like video game like physical. Because like I have a map of like the Brigade HQ that I was like intending whenever we were doing stuff like, oh, I would update it, right? Second. What are we doing for the leaves again? It's like yellow, orange, yellow, yellowy orange. Okay, now I'm gonna hide this. I'm gonna experiment with this one particular island until I feel happy. I think 5e is very simple. Is it just the character creation aspect you're looking to get more streamlined? Character creation... No, it's like... It's not that 5e is too complex. It's just that, like, I would like it to be simpler so that West Marches are easier to just kind of, like, pick up. Like, abruptly if need be. This is not what I want for this. I want maybe a texture pull. There we go. So one of the main things I like about the West March we did was the base building with the Nadir Zenith parentheses town. I like the community coordinating to like add things to the town. I like side quest points as a concept. I like people going on adventures together and meeting each other. I like encouraging people to do RP if they want. Right. I really like doing the RPs. I'm a big RP guy. Combat is crunchier. Combat is more of Coop's forte. I like a combat. Right, but I don't know. I like the kind of narrative aspect of games more, typically. Is there a world where there are two different systems run? Oh my god. Maybe? I don't know. 5e has option overload at this point. Kind of. RPs I want to try a bit, which helped me getting some use out of Henry Hallentar / AK related. Yeah. What if I just, yoink? I'm just like doodling. I'm just going crazy with it. Once I have like what I want, I can go nuts. I'm spending too long on this, but it's okay. I just am having fun. Cha-Cha's Pathfinder 1E graded a Pokemon for combat with some glue to make them work together. Yeah. Rule of cool. True. If you're designing a system, how do new characters convert to this new system? I have no clue yet. I mean, I'm just talking in theoreticals. I haven't actually, like, started writing anything yet. I'd have to think about it, right? I wouldn't want combats to go too long. I want people to be able to shine or get obliterated, if they want. If the DM sees it fit. And not spend, like, 3 or 4 sessions on, like, a fight, right? What do you think of this? Is this too many tendrils? Maybe too many tendrils. Oh! Oh! It's like it stands out too much, the roots. I want this to blend in a little more. Maybe we don't need the roots at all. In an ideal world, a single person's combat turn takes no longer than 4 minutes. Yeah. Our 3-session fight against the dragon general's wild. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Rain is here? Hi, Rain. The chat's so big and full of words that I haven't even been able to see everything that people are saying. Ooh. I do want to run some stuff in Vagabond to kind of test it out. Vagabond seems to kind of have a lot of promise for me. The thing is, I also want it to be very malleable. We kind of took 5e in our hands and squeezed it and morphed it like a fucking Cracker Barrel biscuit. Well, fan of Spheres of Power, but that's also more options and more complicated, but it is essentially 5e. Yeah. I do think it would be... Okay, I do love Yapos very much, obviously. I think it would be more mentally enriching if I worked on stuff other than almost solely Yapos in terms of, like, TTRPGs. I need to, like, vary my diet a little more. I can't just be eating ice cream every day. Even if it's really good ice cream. But I want it to not take away too much from Yapos. Okay, I actually really like how this looks now. Like, very, very vague hints of roots, but no, like, giant ones sticking out. I think the giant ones sticking out should be reserved for big guy. Okay, so if this is the case, the colors we're generally working with are a couple of different purples. Come on now. There we go. That's the same color. It's still the same color. I think it's just those two. Okay. And then for the pink, it's the bright pink, this reddish pink. And I know I used a third here. It's just kind of like a intermediary. We'll do that, then we'll grab this. Okay. I feel like Vagabond is mediumly customizable. It's not too complicated, which makes custom races slightly difficult. Yeah. Okay. We've got our little guide. Let's start taking care of these other islands. I'm gonna try and do them quicker this time around. Oops. This one has a tree as well. Da, 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 da. I need to get how to phrase this, but spheres is just a different way to make classes in 5e with pretty high customization. Oh. I feel like I keep making lists of things I want to check out for rezzing Halantar, and then I just end up getting too fucking busy. I do have a lot of art projects as well in the bank right now. Vagabond is very fast and lethal. What was the other thing that was said? For Halantar Sophie, I have in mind for approval, it's like a mix of Eberron for dragon spells, some base 5.5, plant folk from the Halantar wiki. Yeah. Oh, the Halantar wiki. How I'd spend hours formatting it how I like. Getting all of the races we custom made. All of the dragons. Oh, my beloved dragons. I loved designing the Halantar dragons. It was fun as fuck. It was awesome. It was cool as hell. One second. I'm gonna do this. Here. Now I could fucking see them. Okay. Then we've got grass. Rain said for Vagabond, players have a pretty big advantage in that they always go first unless surprised, so they can pulverize some people quickly. I'm gonna make this one smaller. This one is like, this one grew a little bit, but it didn't get like chopped and killed. It's just like, it just didn't get very far. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to start my Pomodoro timer. I'll do it now. Better late than never. How long have we been going? Hour? Okay, not bad. The mention of dragons reminds me I need to make the Dragon Dachi Evo Ooh, hiccup. Dragon Dachi Evo still. Nice. Now this is epic. Designing Mons is so fun. I had a lot of fun designing the like Oricorio form that I showed recently. If someone wants to find that, I could share it later, but I'm trying so oh, hiccups. What's going on? I'm okay. My hiccup moment. I'm getting like so like okay. It's okay for me to get sort of topic speaking distracted as long as I don't stop drawing for an extended period of time. If that happens, then I'm getting too distracted and I need you guys to bully me into actually doing my job. Positive, positive. Teeny Kling. Yes, Tunicling style Oricorio. Yeah, that link will not last too long, but it's all we need for now. We need more of this kind of peering over the side. There we go. the hiccups, they're endless. Yeah. I did do my Tomo dailies this morning. I like getting my breakfast, sitting down at my desk, having a coffee, my breakfast, and then watching the Tomodachi news. Like, what kind of chaos did they get into? Yeah, Halantar wise. I haven't forgotten about it. That's the main thing I want y'all to know who are like in there. Honestly, what would be really cool for me would be if I can set something up where like we could, I mean, I don't want to monetize Halantar, but I would like to stream some TRPG stuff at some point because it's fun and I like doing it all the time. And if it's entertaining, which it is, because I've got so many wonderful players, it makes sense to want to share it. I would never want it to grow, like, to be the main thing I do, though. I want to do art, I want to do games for streams. It's just like, maybe once in a while, we can have something kind of wacky, have a bunch of guests, do something cool. Oh, back to training time. Later. Bye! Good luck with your training, Neo! Thank you. You're welcome. Yay! Yay, yay, yay! Yeah, this is looking right. Okay, we've got some leaves. Then we need to kind of fluff around those. And then I think lastly, get like just a couple of these and then like smudge them out. There's just like a hint of that coloration in there. Yeah. Yeah. I know the Gasland one-shot still has yet to be planned. I think Crab forgot about that. Yeah, they forgot. It's okay. I'll write that down. Gasland's one-shot. We could do a multi-system West March, I guess. Right? Like, maybe it's not... That would be kind of fun as hell. T will return in Halantar 2. Whoa. After credits message. You can now play as T. It's a shame we never got back to that little mini campaign. I drew like a really, really cute jellyfish person who had like a weird accent that I don't remember anymore. Okay, that's another one down. Let's move this. We can do these all together. Different systems for different vibes. Yeah, that way people could like explore different systems and stuff, right? The problem would be, how would you translate a character between systems like that and have progression and stuff, right? And would there be a way to discern a difference between high level and low level at all? You should keep on that for phase 2. What type is the new Oricorio again? It's rock type. My idea for that was that it's slightly prehistoric because it's a very old dance. The sticks are kind of like large bones. I was thinking about like Aerodactyl and stuff. I was like, cool, very sturdy looking Mon. Not as much of like a, well, Aerodactyl is a very skilled flyer, but you know. Does any character who uses blades in the dark for everything but combat swaps to Lancer for that? Yeah. My brain went to the one system I know of that's like way too much GM dependent work. Oof. Yeah, it would be very challenging. But you know, I always tend to bite off a lot more than I can chew when I'm making things like this. And then, you know, we bite off more than we can chew and then we scale it back. I'd rather do that than do something boring. Any day of the week. Oh, whoa, I'm hungry. What the heck? I just heard my tummy go like, bleh. Damn. Maybe I should go and get like a snack. Or, oh, mango's my beloved. Swapping the Lancer for combat is scary. If you want to do town-based building, it has to be really modular. Yeah. Reason for asking about different systems is one for Westmarch and different for long campaigns. Yeah. Also IDK. Yeah. I don't know. It's definitely something to consider. I painted on the wrong fucking layer. Dies. At least it doesn't really matter too much. I was like, why is this not smudging correctly? Merge down, my friend. There we go. I like Lancer setting, but the system gives me headaches. Blades in the Dark / PBTA. Lancer can be trusted. Cha-Cha and Halantar? No. I mean, we could have a funny-ass, like, crossover episode, I guess, at one point, but, like, no. Cha-Cha, I don't think is very good for... for that. A Pokemon West Marches would be kind of wacky. Like, a Mystery Dungeon would be really cool, but that's, I think, too far out of my purview. It's like, that would be something entirely different. That would no longer be, that would not be Halantar. That would maybe be MC for you, but like, Wouldn't fit the quick build for one-shot requirements now. Cha-Cha is not accessible for newbies. The thing with Cha-Cha is that you kind of need a veteran to like help you through it. IMO. Like, the book is most well understood when you've been playing the system for years and watching it grow. Cha-Cha isn't accessible for me despite it growing on me. Yeah. It's, you know, I love it. I've run more stuff in it than anything else. It's not very accessible. Let's just add a couple of little things of orange. 1 second. Itchy. There we go. I've only gone through 3 one-shots and still need help with every iteration. Yeah. There. Yeah, how cute. Cute little islands. Okay, this is another little one. I summoned my silly PMD character. They can cook and heal you. Yay! I've been playing games so long I need things where rules can be bent a little. Yeah. Ah. Mmm. Ooh. Mango. I summoned my 5e PMD character. They can cast Fireball now. Wow! Minecraft, but we swapped to draw steel for combat. Now y'all are just getting silly on me. I was gonna try and run an SMP that I roughly started writing for in like June or July, and then like streaming it. But I don't think that's gonna be a thing. I think not. I do want to do it eventually, but not anytime soon. Now we're talking. Anaxim is asking what Draw Steel is about. I'm sure those who have played Draw Steel would be happy to elaborate, because I have not played it either. There. Beautiful. I like smudging the edges here because it makes it look more like it's moving in space. This needs to be a little more vague. There you go. There. Yay! SMP West Marches? Oh boy. Write that down! Write that down, write that down! Uh-huh. I feel like some of these could be a little more scattered. I think I'm gonna render all of these up top, and then I'm gonna put a few in the bottom. Like in the sides here. Yeah. Okay. Yum, 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 yum. Damn. It's awesome to eat food. Ah. What is this song from? Is this Stardew Valley? Stardew Valley, yeah. Yay! Much to ponder, much to think about. If I could, I would just like draw and draw and draw and then, you know, run games. Despite... Let's make this one kind of tall. Yeah. Despite my kind of like social anxieties, I really like running games for people. I feel like that's the primary way I interface with a lot of people. This is largely because I'm very, very unsure of what to do in a one-on-one hangout situation. So I like telling stories to people because it's fun. "10 more minutes, I'm gonna go to lunch too." Yay! Maxim said, "I feel like we cheesed the final confrontation with talking, because the last combat we did was basically fighting a steam creature that chased us through the dungeon." Oh. "The mysterious figure he was planning to stop the creation of a new dragon god was there, and he just convinced the guy to trust us." Oh. I mean, sometimes it's fun to have diplomacy save the day. It is nice to have systems where you don't have to fight. But I also, okay, yes, I like systems where you don't have to fight and it's more narrative, but also like, I like, I want to be able to have cool combats and stuff. Because it's fun. And it's fun to write, like, items and, you know, weapons and things and armor that's fun, cool, and epic. I've written so much homebrew stuff. There we go. There's an expectation that there's been a while since combat and their system is fun or as more fun than combat. Is there any systems where like the RP, I don't want this to be too much the case, but is there systems where like there's more concrete definitions for like RP, like there's mechanics? It's like instead of just talking it out or like rolling one check, there's like, oh, it's like a battle within itself and there's like HP and all that shit, but it's like the stamina for talking through like a debate or something. I feel like there has to be something like that. It's like how, you know, in like Danganronpa or like Ace Attorney, there's like a there's like a stamina bar for how many times you can be wrong about something before people just stop believing you and like you lose. Like that's fun. That's fun. I didn't think of the GM heavy systems, yeah. Rain said, "The thing about talking right out of fight is that the DM is prepped to fight and wants to run it. Could we have talked Hassel down? Probably not, because you wanted to run the combat you made and not because we couldn't hit DCs." Yeah, no. I mean, the thing with, well, okay, that's very context specific. But yeah, I don't know if I can see a world where you talked Hassel down. At the end of the day, if there was something that like really, like it was the perfect argument against Hassel doing what he's doing. Like, okay, I'll say this. If Fake was physically there, I feel like Fake could talk Hassel down, but like, he's not. I don't know. Someone who's either not willing to talk or is too determined in their goal would not back off. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. There's too many of these. Okay. If diplomacy matches were like combat, that would be, I think, ideal. Something more mechanical. I don't know. I don't have a problem with the GM making there be combat or anything if it makes sense for the narrative. Yeah, of course. I feel like at the end of the day, one of the number one things is just have the GM and players just like trust each other. Sometimes it can be hard if you don't know the people that well. Which is why I like West Marches, because I get to play with them players a bunch. Man, I want to see how the hassle stuff resolves. Me too! Smile. My opinion is hard to explain through text. I get you. Generally. That's okay. Yay, yay! Oh. Okay. Come here. Come on. There we go. I learned like a trick recently in this where I can just use my fingertip to nab the colors I want instead of having to go over here and do it. And I like it a lot, but sometimes it's just like fussy. Like it doesn't respond as much. It doesn't know what to do when it feels me poking it. Question mark. Yapping about my goals for when I want to DM. Yay! Yay! We love yapping. Less concrete numbers and more freeform is my general preference. Yeah. Reminding me to poke you about the GM heavy thing, because while it's kind of GM heavy on the side of make more personalized character mechanics, it's also general enough to fit the violence or talking vibe for resolving conflicts. I mean, I'm willing to check stuff out, right? The thing is, I think for the West March, what generally happened in the previous one as well was that a lot of the times other people were DMing. I was not DMing quite as much. I did it a few times, but I don't like running one-shots. It's just kind of how it is. I like running long stuff. I would be either managing like mechanical things or, you know, the calendar. Oh, the calendar. Calendar. Managing calendar, pain in the butt. What was I saying? I like being a project manager for a West March. Like, I had a lot of fun with that. Do you like the idea of more mechanics besides rolls with charisma-based checks? Even stuff like history or arcana checks too. Yeah. Yeah, Rain, mechanically I can make someone go from hostile to friendly by taking a 10. You should be able to talk anyone down mechanically. Yeah, but that's like boring. That's like zero fun for me. That's like basically a shutdown button, which I know you're already saying. Yeah, the plot will be messed up. It would be it would be not fun. Ow. Munch munch. I don't know. What if it was something like, I've not played this game directly, but like, isn't there a thing in Disco Elysium where like, you have like, actual like, physical stamina HP stuff, but also like a mental HP? Or something like that? Like something like that. And then like people can deal damage to your mental or physical HP. Right? Obviously, if physical HP hits 0, you like pass out or something. I would also like a system that's not too crazy lethal. Because it feels bad to kill characters off. I mean, when it's done with purpose, when it's like a huge narrative pull, sure. But if I like kill a character because, I don't know, like in Cha-Cha, I don't know, a Line Noon used headbutt on you and you just instantly go down to 0 and like you have to go to the hospital, right? And in previous iterations, you would just die if you went over a threshold. Like that sucks. But if I could kill a character and it's like narratively satisfying and it causes like huge amounts of distress in the other characters in character, that's yummy. That's yummy. I forget who what characters I've killed. I don't think I have a very high death count. As a GM, couldn't you just ignore the death roll mechanic? True. Make some sort of death mechanic that can be adapted to whatever system you run. Boncorpius? What do you mean Boncorpius? You killed fake, real. No? Teehee? Heart emoji, Disco Elysium TTRPG. Yum. Maybe if we're doing like a West Marches thing, maybe there could be like a point where like you have a character, you do a bunch of fun adventures with them. Bonko the clown died. I didn't kill Bonko. I think that was Crab. Question mark. I'm not sure. Actually, I don't fucking remember. They're created for... Oh, I should make more characters that are like the average 4th party member of Final Fantasy II, aka they're created for a certain part and then they die. Pensive. I was going to say, maybe it's like for the West March. It's like you can play a character for a certain amount of time, and then if they kind of start to get like too powerful, or like they just have too much going on, then like you can retire them to town. You can say they still go on adventures and stuff, but like I don't know, if you complete a character, you can still RP as them like in text RPs and stuff as much as you want. Take the damn... Why is this so hard? Moving this over here. True, yes, it was Crab. Thank you. Although Crab did point out something funny, which is Crab is known for removing the limbs from player characters, but I think I've passed what Crab has done. Because what did Crab take? Crab took, I think, what? A leg from Rin, an arm from Gant, like physical limb wise. I don't know what. Oh, an arm from one of the tall boy characters, I think, as well. I've taken an arm from Jay, 2 hands and arm in Neapos 2. Yeah. You should have sort of mechanic of retirement, letting them die heroically, that rewards the player with a new character with some levels. Yeah. Then now it's starting to sound like a West March roguelike. Very interesting. Oops. Okay, cool. We're on the same. My roguelike TTRPG. I don't know about that. I don't know. More like... I mean, if a character has been played so much, there's not really anything else to explore, right? You bring them home. And you can still, like, play them. I don't know. That's not even something I think would need to be covered mechanically. That's just, like, a player and DM decision. The appeal of playing a character for a long time to get to be nice and powerful. True. Yeah, full permission of using AK and Henry as NPCs. I'll let you know. If the West March becomes a thing. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it will be a thing. I'm pretty much set on it. It's just a matter of when. My nice, powerful, big character. I love nice, powerful, big character. The things that are on my list Talentar-wise, I have 3. I have... Knights level 20, one shot, or mini campaign. I have the Apex Badger stuff. Because I wanna play with that. I think it's fun. And it has not lost it's not left my mind fully. It's like I'm not focusing on Talentar that much, but I've been thinking about it. And then the last thing is a more narrative-based one with Alexander Thunderpouch and Tephra. And the fallout of Tephra being destroyed at the end of HRTG. I still need to have my Drake retirement shenanigan mini thing. I would love if you would do that. Yes. I think I jinxed it last year, because at the beginning of last year, I know there was stuff you wanted to run, there was stuff that I think Neo wanted to run, there was something Jonah wanted to run. I was like, this is the year of other people running TTRPGs in the Halantar circle. And then I think none of them happened because of, busyness, life things. Not to, I'm not calling you out or anything. I'm just saying, I jinxed it. I jinxed it by being a goof and declaring it the year. It's like Year of Luigi type shit. If you do it, it's not gonna happen. I think every day about the Captain Drake thing. Every day! God damn, Mel. I shake my big kaiju fish. Yay! Okay, I think that's enough islands. I just need to kind of scoot them around the way I like. Yeah. Crackerx said, writing TTRPG stuff as a DM is hard for me. I have very specific things I like. IDK if they appeal to everyone, plus they make me a little uncreative-y. I think part of the appeal of being the DM is that you are making stuff that is indulgent to you, and you get to share it with the class. Like, a lot of myself and a lot of, who I am and what I enjoy is specifically put in Yapos to be indulgent. And I think everyone doesn't seem to mind that too much. So, you should lean into it. And you should just be upfront and be like, okay, this is the stuff that's going to be in this game generally. If you don't like this, don't sign up. I think we have plenty of players at this point. There will be enough people for it. Rain said, I think about Badger stuff every day because of Tomodachi Life and Straza being in it. How is Tomodachi Straza me going? How is she doing? Alright, let's change some colors here. Oh, I still need my, my little guy. Here we go. know that. What if it was purple? That. And these beautiful orange leaves. Lovely. She's married and wearing a suit. Love to see it. Hell yeah. One day I'm poking you about Tina Kling in general. You crave the Yap Sesh? Oh! Yay! I do enjoy Yap Sesh. Oh, Rain's talking about Straza. Straza, aka Alex Straza. Alex Straza. Question mark? Alex, Straza. We're Badger and Halantar. She's extremely buff and cool and a barbarian grappler. And the important thing that was... oh my god. This is so funny. I think this was, Koob's idea. I was very interested and intrigued by this. The existence of apex animals in the setting. Essentially, every animal on the plane, on the material plane, has an apex iteration of itself on one of the outer planes. And if that animal is killed, the entire species goes slowly extinct on the material plane until there's nothing left. And that is what happened. That, you know, it was very cool. It was very interesting conceptually. It's like if you killed a mosquito on the wrong plane, you would be obliterating the food source of so many other animals on the material plane. You kill the apex mosquito? You kill the apex mosquito, you're gonna kill every, like, 5 million apex frogs. Because they all eat that shit. There's one alpha from the outside. Yeah. The apex animals. No, that'd be bad. Yeah. No. Is there really any sort of animal that can properly be removed from an ecosystem and, like, not cause problems? I feel like it's gonna cause problems no matter what. Even if there's something you really don't like a certain bug or a, you know, reptile or even mammal. You remove one of those, it's fucked. Alright. Let's do the bottom here, because I feel like that'll be fairly easy. Using my bigger pen. I'm actually gonna hide that. I do not need that anymore. We can remove the ones I don't like. Trust. Human? This can't be real. All the Thunder Pouch fam members, yeah, they don't all start with A, but they're all, like, an iteration of, like, they're like iterations of, like, some sort of Alexander or, like, Alexa, like, the Alex, like, keyframe, right? Something like that. Is there, like, a hard and fast rule, or is it just, like, these sound like they go together kind of thing? I love the lore for the Thunder Pouch line. I think it's so funny. I'm delighted by it, even. Because it was from a word pun that I made, right? I think, Rain was showing off a cool, like, massive dice pouch. All based off Alex. And Sasha, which is related to Alexander somehow. I forget. I have no idea. I mean, the Alex iteration at least goes for the, for all the kids. I think Sasha, is Sasha the transparent. God, septuplets. Oh. There we go. Let's snap this. Sasha's the mom, but Sasha. I don't know how to pronounce the different Sashas. Sasha is also one of the kids. I'm seeing purple and yellow and somehow think me. Thinking of your Sona. You dig the colors a lot? Thank you, I'm glad. I also dig them. No agency on the colors of the background. Yes, I chose these purely for fun. Oh, I'm on the wrong freaking layer again. Come on. There we go. And a little bit more of this in the middle of it all. Sasha. Yeah, Sasha. Yeah. I was scared that I somehow appear in this. This can't be real. Okay. Maxim is a planetoid thinking. To be fair, Crab only described the dragon god being born. They never told anyone it could have been me. Yeah. I think in jest that's fun. In reality, I don't think I want to have any of the deities be based off of actual people's sonas or anything. Characters, like PCs, absolutely. One of the deities, complicated. I need more like little. Okay. I'm gonna do broad strokes here. Technically, I do have, like grass brushes and stuff, but I feel like I really dig this hand-painted kind of look. I'm just adding some variation to the colors here. Here we go. Name of this is just Neiman backwards, named after a lion, a myth. Cute! What ended up with Kevin Silver's sword? Did I leave that with Monty, or did I take it with me? I have no idea. I'd have to look into my notes for that. Oh, Monty, my sweet Monty cat. Ooh. I loved writing that character. That was, I think a 3 or 4 shot that I ran in person. It was so fun. The Glass Ruins. And I made up the name of Monty Cat based off of Montelato. Because the one-shot prompt was that this, this glass college, like an entire college made of glass out in the middle of the desert, rose up. Randomly, it seemed. And it even taken like a couple of brass dragons flying overhead like hostage, essentially. Like they went down to investigate it and were missing. And the party had to go in there and figure out what the hell was going on, and they found a Monty Cat who had been trapped under there by the local dragon god Denante, etc., etc. There was a nipple rings called Nipple Blast that when you said the words Nipple Blast, fire would shoot out of them and deal damage to people. I enjoyed that a lot. That's like a retro fen meme, is that. I used to say that shit all the fucking time. I don't know why. I guess because it was funny. An excellent beautiful list of gun names. These should be smaller. I'm gonna try to not have this be too crazy on the detail of the grass, because it's literally gonna be covered up by the party anyways. Actually, you know what? This is probably a good idea. Let's bring them out. Then we can fill in the gaps instead of trying to color the whole ass thing. Portion with all these names, who are their mothers/fathers? It's fun to write about. Rapid fire, drawing grass. Yay! Oops, way too big of a smudge. Oh, the yappers. So much to think about. So much I want to do. I missed the name origin conversation. We were just talking about it in general. You didn't miss it. I'm literally just chilling. I love the name of Monty Cat. I mean, I loved it so much I named our first pet snake after a Monty Cat. That's my sweet baby Monty, a Monty Cat. My baby girl. She's so cute right now. Oh man, chat. She's adorable. So she's got a little like hide on the cool side of her tank, and it's like a little cave, right? And right outside of it is a very big like water dish that is like, she loves soaking in it, and it's like so cute. But she's mostly got her body underneath her hide, but her head is sticking out, and she's resting her chin on the side of the water dish. And she's so cute. She's like a little puppy. She's so cute. Honestly, actually, more like a kitty. I would say Andy's more like a puppy. There we go. Let's bring that in a little more, and then... Oh, sweet baby girl. Oh. The other thing with Halantar West March as well is that not only would we need to, you know, figure out whatever system or systems we want to use, we also would have to write out all the lore about the massive changes to the world that happened at the end of the Knights campaign. Crab explored it a little bit. But it's only like scratching the surface. Like now the entire region is covered in like these ley lines. The way that magic works and quintessence works is like a concept has been changed because of the like death of the god of magic, I want to say. The wax god. Okay. That feels pretty good. Let's put some grass over top as well. Let's get some of the darker colors too. Nature abhors a vacuum. Someone gotta be ballsy enough to claim it. Yeah. Well, it's not even, I mean, I don't know if someone reclaiming that title would even bring magic back. I think it's been kind of permanently scarred. Oh, this actually shouldn't be there, because that foot is raised. Here, and then the last one. I like that you wanted to integrate Crab into your Knights group art, so that's why I opted to want Rufus to be a part, because that's my favorite Crab thing. I feel like I'm including them as well. Yeah, of course! It's so cute, right? The God of Magic has been obliterated and favored multiple times and it always comes back. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, but it's also fun to have the, I mean, the magic system itself has been, like, skewed, basically. Magic is lost, but you have gunpowder at least. Yeah. Okay. I think that's done. That leaves us with just this part. And then, of course, shading and stuff. Ah. Maybe the world is better without magic. Pensive. AK's position in the OG campaign before Shining Stars that she represented the progress of where the world is heading. Oh, interesting. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to take a quick bio break and stretch my legs for a second. And then when I get back, we'll finish this up, and then we'll probably start one of... Oh, also my pencil needs to charge. We'll probably start one of the Aegis Slash Evos that I knew. Okay. We're back. I'm back. Let's pop back to it. Industrial magic is cool too, though. Yeah, technomancy. Wow. Okay, let's finish this good tree. And then the shading part shouldn't be too tough after that. I have my ideas. I don't think we need these anymore. Trees. Yeah. Backpack, but I will repeat this in the Haunter Discord at some point for permanency. Okay, okay. Ow. Oh. Home. Let's do the base first. Also, I don't think I want these. I'm gonna take 1 sec to look at a couple messages. It's good to take a little breather. All right. Wow. Next Talontar character is an isekai trivia champion who wants to build the next technological revolution. That's fun. Oops. A neat concept you got going. This is like a little too close. There we go. Charging your phone for a bit? Nice. Cheetah said, my next Talontar character will have traits and attributes. Holy fuck. My next Talontar character will be a character. Oh my god. This can't be real. These concepts are revolutionary, chat. How am I supposed to keep up with that? Am I gonna have to have concepts and themes in my one-shots that I write? That I'll definitely write and not write? A long-form campaign? Where there's like a going motif? Oh fuck. I don't know if I could do it. Okay guys, just show me up, I tried me best. No. My next Talontar character. This can't be real emoji. Ah. Mel had a full answer that says, plant folk that's good and concerning. Not sure if I'll use Danny again. And then the kaiju. Your beloved humanoid kaiju. Yum. Love a good kaiju. I had a character I did not get to play very much. That was like, I think a reformed bandit. Who I think lived and worked on like a ship for some time and then became a pirate and then became like basically like working for like a bunch of criminal mercs. And she just wanted to save up enough to get her own ship so she could go back out to sea and do her own thing. But she kept getting involved in like worse and worse villainous plots. Until she was, I think, brought in. She was an NPC at first. She was brought in by the people of the brigade, and kept as a prisoner for a little. And then she was like, "I promise I'll reform. I promise. It's literally what I already wanted to do." So now she's kind of like working off a debt with them, and also like earning money by working there. Or she was, you know. This is from the West March Part 1. She was very fun. I actually forget her name right now. But she was great. She had a pompadour. She was a sand elf. So she had a pompadour and then she had like 2 little nubbin horns that were under the pompadour. I was like, this is awesome. Nim? No? Question mark? Something with a K? I don't remember. I straight up don't remember. My next HR character has a cursed sword. We're just... I guess. Give the character a cursed sword. Nothing will go wrong with cursed sword. Nothing is bad with Cursed Sword. I don't know why I used the dark purple for this, but that's fine. I'm gonna hide the tree parts for now. Looks like a cake. Yum! I could go for like a slice of cake or like a pie or like a milkshake Monday. Yum. Yum. What about Chris? Chris? No, okay, so Chris was also a reformed criminal. However, this is not the character I'm talking about. I did love Chris Knifton though. She's great. I love getting to play her in the party one-shots. Corpse Party, Blood Party, the other ones that also were the similar like naming motif. And like getting her continuously tormented. Oh, that's another character that Coop took a limb from. She lost a leg. There we go. Cursed Sword only has good ideas. The Cursed Sword whispers baking recipes? Aww. Aww. The other part's like, you know, it's just par for the course for a Cursed Sword. Okay, everyone. For the next campaign, no, it'll be a one-shot. It'll be like a 3-shot. Everyone make some sort of Cursed Sword. And you play as the Cursed Swords. And you have to, like the scheming eunuch, you have to whisper in people's ears. And just hope that your person wielding you does what you want. Everyone is playing that evil spirit and like the vine or whatever that's like the blood of the innocent, a bagel, 2 bagels. That bit in particular. Everyone's playing that particular evil spirit. Cursed sword that wants you to buy crypto. It won't rug pull trust. 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 I slapped down my plant folk. Yay! Plant folk! Plant folk! What about your plant folk? What if your plant folk was also a cursed sword? Oh! Wow! Justin's going, ooh, against the flow. A blessed sword? A blessed sword. Damn. My blessed blade. My nicey's blade. Pleasant blade. Okay. How long have we been up? 2 hours? That's decent. Need a little bit more of the darkness here. I think that's what's wrong with the sword. It's blessed but not sentient. Pensive. Cursed lasagna? Wait, cursed lasagna? What does the lasagna do? Does it give you terrible, like, I don't know, like visions of a dark god or something? What does it do? The lasagna is normally you just are lactose intolerant. It ceases to exist on Mondays. Incredible, incredible. Sorry, I'm kind of like in the focus zone a little. And the secret layer lasagna food token. No! The cursed lasagna does not exist on Mondays. Okay, but does it still like decay like any other food would? Like, do you have to remember to put it in the fridge in time? Or like, is it like safe from decay? Is it like in a hammer space? Or like a I don't know, like a demi-plane or something? That goes crazy. If you're holding the cursed lasagna and it becomes Monday, like on the dot at midnight, you cease to be? Are you like forgotten by time and by existence as a whole? The character with a sentient sword is a good idea and not silly, and it'll be awesome. Literally, I do like a character with a sentient sword. That's what Kevin was. Cursed milkshake that makes every day Monday. Fuck! You can never drink it then! What's the fucking point? Dies. No, this can't be real. So sad. So tragic. Ooh. Orange car. Oh, Mods banned this user. No! We're niceies. What is this song from? Okay. I'm gonna get rid of the schmutz over here. There we go. Okay. I have to go back to bench with no phone. Oh, alas. Good luck with your stuff. I have to work in the quiet. Sounds like Stardew? Maybe. I actually don't have a good way to tell because I'm listening through YouTube Music directly instead of oh, blink. I'm listening through YouTube Music instead of like YouTube directly, so I can't see the like chapters or like the annotations or anything. Gotta get a standalone MP3 player. I love standalone MP3 player. Song that plays when it's summer? Not sure which one. Ah. Yep. Good luck. I've been using the Echo Mini you gifted me in Exum. I've found something I like a lot. Which is I have these old USB speakers. I'm gonna do something a little weird here. Let's see how well this looks. Pretty cool. If I get a standalone MP3, it has to be red, said Crocorock. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, I got USB speakers. They're kind of like older and crackly, but I have those plugged in to the Echo Mini, and I'm playing my music like that. So I have my you know, whatever else I'm doing, I'm like working on stuff, I'm walking around the room, and I have that playing on like a lower kind of frequency. It's like a little grainier. I actually really, really like it. Because sometimes when I'm playing music, I get too distracted. Ow. But this I like a lot. It makes me quite happy. It's very cute. I'd love to see that setup. I should set up something similar. I'll try and take a picture later if I remember. Oops. There we go. Yay, 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 yay. I actually really like this sort of like pinkish glow that this is setting off along the outside of the tree. That's pretty cool. I think I have an old stereo setup in the attic that also has an LP player on the top of the thing. Ooh! All integrated. Very cute. So cute! I'm wondering if I can use that thing to play music for my little player. You mainly just need like an aux cord setup, right? Oh. Okay. Oops. Yeah. Also need space, and the thing without the box does take a lot of space. Yeah. With my rearranging, I was thinking I might actually add like another desk to this room where I can work on more of my crafty things, because I don't really have space for that. I have a cry cut, and I have like a button maker. I've like barely gotten to use them. Actually, Neo gifted us the button maker for me and Crab's wedding, which is great. I've used it a bit, but like I just need space. There's, you know. Might see if my fan maybe has like a desk they're getting rid of or something. Or maybe I could get one on like Facebook Marketplace for cheap. Hello, hi Roman, how's it going? How you doing? I was wondering if you were gonna drop by today. Or if you're busy. What have you been up to? How's your day been? It's evening where you and Maxim are, right? Generally. There we go.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Thank you. Thank you, autoplay playlist. Slept and slow with art still. I mean, you know, as long as you're making it, that's what matters. It doesn't matter if you're slow or fast. Yeah. Oh, gotta go to a meeting. Bye, Rain. Purple grass. Is this Morayo? Yes, this is Morayo. Yeah. You caught me. It's fan art, actually. Anyways, I'm happy to help kickstart HTR 2. Yay! What a beautiful doing. True. True! Okay. Let's put a few leaves on the ground here as well. Leaf. Is that Becknor? Yes. You caught me. It's fan art. There we go. So cute. All right. So the lighting is primarily behind them. I don't want to work, but I must get back to it, sadly. Aw. Well, hang in there, Justin. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be alright. It's already 2. The time will pass. Hopefully sooner than later. Actually, wait, let's do the lighting first. Rufus bag of holding. Cutes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get to the Aegis Lashes on stream or not. I'm gonna try. Okay. Looks like Danganronpa's blood spilled all over them. Thanks. Bag of holding team mascot. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. How do we feel about this? Highlights wise. Rufus is all crab, yeah. I want to use, like, the sketchy brush. You know what will actually probably help with this? Let's bring this down. And we're gonna clipping mask it. I don't think I want it to go out of the bounds of the characters for right now. So for right now, it's just the exteriors here. And then we bring in the smudgies. For some of it. Back for a little while. Yay! Did you see the artist who only draws Lucamine? No, but I'm not surprised. There's a lot of artists who just draw the one thing they like. Hey, Crackrack. We're still working on the background. Maybe okay, I want the highlighting to be intense because they're in a place with some kind of dramatic lighting. I'm just gonna keep going with this for now and see where it takes me. Worst case scenario, I can kind of smudge a lot of it too. Actually, Eric runs a cha-cha watch out where it's nothing but regional hone edges. The Echo Mini I have is blue. Yes. Incredible artist that only draws Lucamine art, and their name is literally Double Western Bacon Cheeseburger. Thanks. Can't use anything blue. It's a personal thing. Oh, I need to put more detail on that leaf on the shoulder. Pink is red without commitment. Aw, pensive. Alas. Okami music. Cute. Damn, I love Okami. What does Elusa mean? It's a character from Pokemon. Yay! Okami music. Yippee, yippee, yay, yay, yay! Okay, and here. Spice! True! I think... Gonna do this. You'll see what I'm cooking in a second. Okay. There. Okay. Don't ask if they could how they can breathe there. Don't worry about it. Literally, don't worry about it. Okay. A at 34. DMs. Just frantically coloring. Some cool Sony MP3 players that are red, but they're like 8 gigabytes max. What you want to find is one that, I mean, it has its base fill, but then you can put like a micro SD card in it. Like, I have a micro SD that it has like 200 something gigabytes on it, and that really does a trick. Oops. Sent in DM's a song I think of when I see this setting. Do you think others will disagree with me? Really? Okay. I will check it out a little later. I think I wanna lock in a little. I've already been kind of locking in, but you know. So many cool designs are black or charcoal only. You could get like dark colored one or light colored one that's just like neutral, and then get some stickers to deck it out with. Or if you're feeling really bold, maybe hand painting on it. And then like sealing the outside with something. Shading the abs. I know this song. Is this Giratina? Or is this Arceus? Shorts about Australian animals. Wow. I didn't know they wore shorts. Maybe like the Alf ruins? Distortion World, Pokemon Platinum. Okay, so I was right, it was Giratina. Like, earlier time, I was right. I was like, I know I've heard this song many times before. Bisexual lighting. ... Black body, red case, I think is the plan. That sounds good. So many vocal stems from phrases and words. Yeah. Talking about a lyrical cover of Cynthia's theme. Neat. Shading my evil and nefarious ham. I'm like in Zen mode. I'm nice and peaceful right now. Me and my epic 3 thumbs. BRB? Okay. Okay. Maybe too big of a blur. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that looks great. Fox, I'm watching your stream here. That's disrespectful as Fox. What did you mean by this? Character A offering character B a birthday cake when they're like on the toilet trying to do their thing? Bro. That is silly. Nodding, nodding. They do fan art. Oh, okay, I understand. Offering food, offering birthday cake at the most inopportune time possible. I need to go in here really quick and grab this. Just put a little bit of... There we go. Okay, now... Oops. Let's not have that anywhere near there. Collarbone. Gaussian blur. Is it more ethical to buy from Amazon or AliExpress? I don't know. Assassin spiders are wild? I've seen those before. Yes, I've heard of these beasts. They're very cool. Okay. Now I think a little vignette. And a little more light. What do you guys think? Does this look done? Maybe like, maybe some more deliberate shadows underneath. Only the shadows. Yeah. You're in awe? You like it? I'm glad. I think maybe turn that down just a little more and push away. There we go. This is like really fitting music for this, actually. Yeah. This is so pretty. Yay! Okay, I feel like I'm done. I also think I want to be done streaming too, because it's been 3 hours. I'm sorry to the Aegis Lashes. I do want to draw them, obviously. That might be a tomorrow activity, but I definitely want to do them on stream. I think that'd be really fun. Yeah, I think this turned out great. No worries. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I think I'm just gonna end the stream. I don't really feel like, mingling, if that makes sense. I should have put on my tuxedo for this stream. Nice to see this finished, yeah. Okay. Yippee! I will see you all around. Tomorrow, I will be streaming again tomorrow. Contents of said stream and time of said stream are very much TBD. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, your evening, your sleeping, your mornings, etc. Okay, bye!